Today, on Beyond, she barely remembers one of her husbands, but he remembers her.
I also want to ask you, who goes to Santa Barbara or had anything to do with Santa Barbara?
Oh, I have a terrible memory. Yeah, we went
okay.
there on our honeymoon.
You went there on your honeymoon.
Will he unload on her or make amends after all this time? Plus,
Was this a gun?
Yes.
shot by her own father at point-blank range, this young girl wants to know if the brother that didn't make it is in a better place. Today, on Beyond. Using his extraordinary psychic ability to communicate with spirits, he's transformed lives by unlocking mysteries and sharing secrets from the other side. James Van Praagh, best-selling author, renowned medium, and your connection to the world beyond.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much also for tuning in today and being with us. I want to, as I'm over here, I'd like to come to you, this lady here, and this lady here, okay? Now, there's a lady standing here with you, and I'm going to stand up too, and there's a man here. And did one of you lose a husband, by the way?
Oh, yes.
Yes. Well, I know you're married again, but there's a first husband you lost.
One of them.
One of them. Okay. You lost two husbands. Well,
No, I mean, I lost one.
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
One. We're not going to. I know the other one living is probably dead too, in some ways. But we're going to talk with the dead, not the living. And,
Okay.
yeah. You understand what I mean? Sometimes it's hard to differentiate between the living dead and the dead dead.
Every once in a while, yes,
once in a
indeed.
while.
Absolutely.
All righty then. There's also a lady standing here for you, and I'm not sure, it's a mother just passed over with you, right?
Yes.
And initial M here also.
Pardon me?
Initial M comes in here. I'm not sure who this is, but it's a connection with her.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
And she has a sister with her also.
Yes.
Okay, who's passed over.
The
So-
same applies to me.
The same
Everything
person-
you're saying.
Good. Well, you came. Did you guys come together?
Yes.
Oh, well, no wonder. It'll be a dual reading for gosh sake. So.
Oh, my.
All right. Well, let me do one at a time and dissect this because you are two very different people, and because even though you're friends, you're very, very different. Your families are very different as well. So I'm first going to come to you about the husband because the husband wants to tell you that he's sorry, and he's telling me that he's telling me he was not honest with you, and he's apologizing for not being honest with you.
Oh, my goodness.
Because he wasn't honest. Do you understand that?
Oh, yes, I understand
Yeah,
it
I bet you do.
completely. Yes.
He was a very secretive person. He hid a lot of things. And I think that after he passed over, you tell me you found things about him which you did not know while he was living, okay? I also want to ask you, who goes to Santa Barbara or had anything to do with Santa Barbara? Well, were you with him? Did there have anything to do with Santa Barbara?
Well, Santa Barbara is very close to where I live.
Montecito, something like that. I don't know if you...
Right.
Okay.
Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, I have a terrible memory. Yeah,
That's
we went
okay.
there on our honeymoon.
You went there on your honeymoon. Well,
Maybe I should be apologizing.
could be. It's just for you to know he's here. It's him. Because you didn't go there on your honeymoon with anyone else, but you went with him on your honeymoon.
Yeah.
Now, your father's coming in here as well, okay? And he's a tough guy. He's a tough guy.
Yes.
And he didn't give you enough love, he's telling me. And I
Yes.
think there are other kids in the family also. And I feel very, he held back on his emotions, this man. He wasn't very good at showing his emotions.
Always,
And he's
yeah.
very good at judging people, you know?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, he's very good at
Oh,
judging
yes.
people and telling them, you know, things that he shouldn't.
That's my dad.
Yeah, that's your dad.
Oh,
But he's
yeah.
very rigid when he comes in also. And he's also very afraid. He's a man who lives in fear a lot, I tell you. He's afraid to
Yes.
step out of the box. That's the way
Yes.
he is. Everything has to be set a certain way. Hold on. I want to bring in here these people here. Your mother also passed over, please? This lady here. I don't get your mother here, you know, but I'm filling your mom.
My mom,
Okay?
yes.
And she's very sick here, she says to me, before she's passing over.
Yes.
She's very ill.
Yes.
And she said, I no longer am ill. She no longer needs the help, okay? Well, she's met your father, okay? I'm going to tell you that.
Pardon me?
The father and the mother together,
Yes.
all right? I got to tell you that. And it's a really nice connection here with the two of them. I feel that there was an anniversary around the time that she died, okay? Was there a birthday?
My birthday.
Okay. So she died right on your birthday or around your birthday? Okay.
A couple days before.
Okay.
My 21st
Just
birthday.
validation. You have a sister also?
Yes, I do.
Because you're talking about your sister, all right? Has she passed over in spirit then?
No.
She's still around? Are you not speaking with her or something?
Right.
Oh, that's what it is.
Oh, my.
Everything's let out when you come on this show. It all just comes out. And it's not to
Oh,
hurt
boy,
you,
she's
but it's to
gonna-
help you.
Pardon me?
It's not to hurt you, it's to help you, okay? They come here to help you, and they have to tell you that, okay? Yeah. Good. I want you, your mother's talking to me about let bygones be bygones with your sister. Please
Okay.
tell your sister that your mother came through and your father came through, and it's very important you know that. And your husband also, please?
My husband
Yeah.
is...
Live, right?
Yes.
I don't know what, but this situation with your husband here, because your
Yes.
mother's talking about it, and she's talking about you settling that up, and stop having anger in your heart, and stop trying to feel like the victim here.
Yes.
Because you need to stop that, okay?
Okay.
If you're going to be the victim, then you'll receive things like a victim, okay? But if you have power, you will not, okay? And you said your mother's getting tired. Your mother has no patience. Your mother has no patience with hearing these things going on and on and on, and this one after that one, this one after that one. Money, money, money. You know, stop. Enough is enough, okay?
Okay.
Because she's been watching. They've been watching you.
I know, I could tell from everything you're telling me.
Who's Max?
Before- Oh, my God. That's my ex-husband,
Okay,
my daughter's father.
okay. He's still living, though, isn't he?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you certainly left some stuff unresolved with Max. Which we need to clean up, don't we?
If you can name the other one, no. There's one
So,
more.
you need to clean that one up.
Okay.
You need to clean up a lot of stuff.
Yes, I do.
Whether you're right, whether you're wrong, you know what? Just let it be.
Okay.
And give them a little slack and let them be and just give them love. That's what they're all wishing here today. All right? So I'm going to leave you all with that. Okay, both of you? God bless.
Thank you.
Okay. He's telling me he was not honest with you, and he's apologizing for not being honest with you.
In the reading, James said your husband is sorry that he wasn't honest. He said when he was alive that he hid things from you. Is any of this true? How do you feel about
I'm
that?
sure it probably is. This was my fourth marriage. Fifth marriage? About 23 years ago. So I was so stunned that he was even there and wanted to speak to me, say anything to me, that it sort of threw me aback.
I also want to ask you, who goes to Santa Barbara or had anything to do with Santa Barbara?
I have a terrible memory. Yeah,
That's
we went
okay.
there on our honeymoon.
You went there on your honeymoon.
Well, it does say something about the marriage, doesn't it? Sorry to laugh. No, it is true. It really is.
Who's Max?
For him to use my ex-husband's name was just incredible to me. And I feel like today coming here and meeting him and having this happen was a huge blessing.
Well, you certainly left some stuff unresolved with Max.
We have our daughter together. And I feel that my daughter needs more of her parents being closer together with her. And I think that's what needs to be discussed. I need to touch base with him more because I haven't spoken to him in about a year. And I think she would love it if she could be closer with her dad.
He just lays it out on the line.
did.
He just says whatever
He
comes to
did.
him. He said, your mom wants you to stop being a victim.
Yes.
Which is something, I don't know, it could be taken as, well, that's sort of general. Everybody's mom might say something like that. Did you feel
I was very
the-
surprised.
Why
That's a
were you
very strong
surprised?
word.
Yeah.
It's a very strong word. And I was talking to Lana about it before, when we were sitting backstage, because I think that all families have problems in their lives, as we well know, have we heard today. And I've been praying and hoping to get this answer in my life that I can let go of all of that happened. And I adore my family, I love my family, and I can't even tell you how excited I was that this happened today. It was a way to let go of all those things and to move on.
So you had a huge experience.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you both. Thank you
Thank
very
you so
much.
much. Appreciate it.
Next, her father methodically shot 3 of his children, including her. Will she find out if her brother is all right? She'll learn the answer next on Beyond.
Neighbors describe this husband and father as a very nice man. Right up to the night in April when he systematically shot 3 of his children
killing one before turning the gun on himself.
That night, I heard a gunshot, and next thing I felt a gunshot, and I screamed, and he picked me up and carried me down my hallway, and he laid me on the couch and told me to lay down. And next thing I know, I heard another gunshot, and he fell to the ground. I heard a thud. That day, my dad totally destroyed my family.
His daughter Esther survived and wanted to come on the show today to find out if her slain brother is finally at peace.
I hope to hear today that my family will be stronger in the future, and just having the hope there.
Hi, Esther.
Hi.
Hi, I'm James. How are you?
Good.
Good. I know your brother was killed and murdered, and you want to try to reach him.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know if I can, especially when they pass in that way. It's difficult. There's two people standing behind you, and there's a woman here and a man here, and I feel more of a grandparent type of situation here, okay? Did you almost not come here today? I'm hearing from this lady, said to me, she didn't want to show up.
Yeah.
She was at the airport very dubious about coming here.
Yeah.
Okay. Does your mother have a sister in spirit also?
A sister? No.
No?
She's the only child.
She's the only child. There's a lady here like a sister, so I'm not sure who it would be. She's like a sister to your mother or a friend of hers?
Here?
Yeah.
Yes. She came here with me.
No, in spirit.
Oh, in spirit? No.
No, there's a lady in spirit who's like a friend. I would say like a sister or like a friend. Do you have two brothers?
3.
3 brothers altogether? 2 left.
1.
Oh, okay. So 2 passed over.
No, just 1.
Okay, let's start this over again. Let me rewind.
2.
Okay. There were 3 altogether?
Yes.
Okay. So 1 passed over, leaving.
2 left. Yes.
Thank you. Okay. Well, I know what I'm hearing. I'm just trying to figure out how to. Was this a gun?
Yes.
Was it point blank?
Yes.
Point blank range? Sorry. Your mom couldn't make it today?
No.
And is there a girl also that's shot?
My sister.
Okay. But she lived, didn't she?
Yes.
Who was shot in the head?
My sister
Okay.
and me.
Oh, God. You sweet thing. I'm so sorry you had to go through that. I'm sorry you had to go through that. It's a horrible thing. It's a horrible thing to go through. I'm sorry. Your mom's still alive, isn't she?
Yes.
And she feels that she caused this, and she didn't, okay? There's also talk about something, either, I know your father has a temper, and I feel your father's
Yes.
in a, you know,
Yeah.
because I know you had a temper, and I know he's in a situation he does not want to be in.
Yeah.
And I feel there was a marital problem also, okay? And I think there was either talk about him leaving the house or having to move out,
He left.
okay?
left.
Well, that's what I'm hearing here. Your brother's right here. Your brother's fine. Your brother's right here. And he's okay. He's okay. And who died at the hospital?
At the hospital.
Did they rush them in the hospital also?
My sister and I.
Oh, your sister and you were rushed to the hospital. Okay. Did they die on the spot? Your brother die on the spot?
I believe, yeah, they both.
I keep on seeing a. Was there a garage
Yes.
where you lived and your
Yes.
father was in there? Do you know if he hid the
Yes.
garage? Did he hid the gun in the garage somewhere also?
He always had his things, all of them in the garage.
Well,
This
he's
is
showing me,
spot.
he's here too. Your father's here. He's standing behind me, and he's showing me like a metal box and opening up, and he's getting the gun. This is what he's showing me, okay? And again, he's very disturbed, this man, very disturbed. And He feels very trapped. He feels very, very trapped. He feels very, very trapped. I also want to ask, was there anyone who worked in law enforcement?
A friend?
Okay.
Yes.
Who worked as a policeman or law enforcement?
He was a juvenile detention officer.
Okay. Who was that? Father's friend or?
It was a friend of, well, of mine.
Didn't he
family.
come in and help after this happened? He was a big help?
Yes.
Okay.
He stayed at the hospital with me every day.
Okay. Because your brothers tell me he was a big help.
Yes.
This guy was the big help. That's what he's talking about. Your father is really, he's weeping. He's weeping, and he's getting help. He's getting a lot of help, okay? He's a sick mind here. He really has a sick mind. His mind does not work well. But he does this out of rage and a temper. He really does.
Yes.
I think him and your mom fought
Yeah.
because it's
all the
fights,
time.
and it's like, you know, yelling and screaming and then name calling.
Yes.
And, you know, really horrible. And you know what? It took a lot of courage to come here today. You know, and thank you for coming here because it took a lot of courage. Is your brother still with you?
Yes.
Okay, sweetie. I'm going to leave you with that, okay? All right. God bless you.
Yeah.
Next, her mother sent her to the show today.
She would like to know that our family would be together again.
Stay tuned to find out how Esther feels now and if she's sure about the brother she wanted to reach. Next on Beyond. One evening, Esther's father methodically began shooting the children while they were sleeping. He saved Esther for last, shooting her, and then dragging her into the living room, killing himself in front of her.
What is it you were looking for today? To hear from my brother Christopher, to know that everything's okay.
Was there anyone who worked in law enforcement?
He was in the hospital with me every day that I was in the hospital, by my side, all night. He was just there for me, there for my mom. He was just there for our family, helping whatever we needed.
And she feels that she caused this, and she didn't.
She feels that she was to blame because there's people pointing a finger at her, saying that it was child neglect, and I don't understand. But he did.
You told your mom you were coming here today?
Yeah, she was the one who asked me to come.
What did your mom want to find out from James? Did she say anything to you about what she would like?
She would like to know that our family would be together again.
Do you feel like you found that out today?
I think so. I'm just happy that my brother's okay.
If you could ask your father one question, what would you ask him?
Does he realize what he left us with?
If you'd like a chance for a reading with James, send a letter to Beyond, P.O. Box 4399, Hollywood, California, 90078.
You know, Spirit will often come through with a message about how life is really very simple, but we're the ones who make it complicated. Start loving yourself and accepting yourself for who you are, and life will be a lot easier. Thank you very much for joining us today. Come back again tomorrow. Bye-bye now.
Is playing with the Ouija board okay?
The Ouija board is a tool, okay? It's not a game, it's a tool. And if used properly, with proper prayer, meditation, putting yourself in a sacred space, if you will, I see no problem with it, but you gotta be in a certain space. You cannot do it just as a game, fooling around, because you're opening yourself up to many, many levels. And if you're not prepared to deal with the lower levels, then you're gonna be hurt if you don't prepare yourself properly.
So it can open you up to bad spirits?
Yeah, sure it can. Anything can really, but I mean, you have to protect yourself. Anytime you do work like this, you must go through, I do a ritual type of thing. Meditation, prayer. I do that way before I do these readings. I mean, everybody should do that if they're going to open themselves up to the other worlds.
Is there a way for a, oh gosh.
It's okay.
Is there a way? I don't forgot the question now.
Yes, you can contact them in your dreams. I know you're going to ask me because I'm psychic. You want to get in contact on your own with spirit, you can always go through the dream state. Like ask them to come through at night when you're going to sleep and just wait for it, first week or second week, but you will get something from them. You'll get a dream, and the dream seems very, very real, like you're actually having communication. And I always tell people, leave a journal on the side of your bed and write things down.
Thank you, James.
Thank you.